Good old Spence.
Hello.
Whoa.
Welcome to Characters Welcome, everybody. The best goddamn character show on this side of the rectangles.
On any side of the rectangles. We like to be on all sides of the rectangle, so sometimes I'm on both sides. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Existing in two rectangular planes at once.
Yes, that's true. Michael does look a little different, Stevie. That's because Michael is Michelle Chan Bennett, and returning after a brief hiatus, Sarah Parsons, everyone.
Yeah.
I have no excuse.
Sarah just didn't want to repeat a character, which and I agree. I think it's one of the nastiest things you can do is repeat a character.
It's shameful. It's shameful.
Is that foreshadowing?
No.
That's never happened on this show. Eric would never think of doing that.
Never repeat a character. Michelle, how are you?
I'm doing well. Good to see you after we just got off another Zoom meeting together, Eric.
It's true. It's true.
What was that meeting for?
What was that? What was this meeting? Another meeting?
Yeah, it's stuff we can't talk about yet, but
sorry, but Justin and I weren't. Justin,
I swear. Oh, let me just search my inbox real quick to see if I was invited.
We met to come up with bits that you guys aren't included in for this.
Right? That's right.
Stay on your toes.
All right.
It's happening. Folks, if you've never been here before, you're about to see a really, really fun character show. We're Characters Welcome. We have a YouTube page that you might be watching us on that you can subscribe to. We have a TikTok that we don't understand that people keep following for some reason. You might be following us.
We get it. We get it. We get it.
2 underscores.
2 underscores because Characters Welcome 1 underscore and Characters Welcome no underscores are both taken by people who won't let us have it.
Let's see.
That double underscore.
Mm-hmm.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that means that's an overscore. That means we are really coming out on the bright side there.
Absolutely, the real pause between the 2 words.
Folks, you might be coming today at this Wednesday show, fresh off the heels of being at our Sunday show. I see a couple people in the chat were on our Sunday show. Jorge, we got some looks from that, don't we?
Oh no! Yes.
Wow.
Now, for those of you who were here last week, you saw a sort of abbreviated version of that costume, and that's the whole deal. And look at that beautiful.
Oh,
what a look! What a look! Like straight out of my brain, a Nightmare Factory. Oh, that's
me.
That's the one shot of Sarah with the witch's nose on, and it might be falling off in that photo.
It stayed on for the first line. But let me tell you, it got the biggest laugh of the piece, and that is humbling.
True. And look at this.
I'm sorry.
Guy.
Whose headshot is this?
I mean, future headshot, best picture of me taken in a number of years. I mean, I've never been that serious in my life.
Now, this looks like it's like Waiting for Godot.
Yeah, big time. Serious actor. Like, what's that short story where the person has a bunch of scarves around their neck and they take it off and the head falls off?
If we pull it off, your head will fall off.
That's me.
That's you,
That's from a dimension where I pursued serious acting. Like I moved to New York to do like 15 years ago.
Which you actually did. It's true.
Did we pull an amazing photo of Michelle from another time, or are we terrible hosts?
Wow.
What?
Wow.
We're talking.
I had no expectation of that. So
I just feel weird,
Sarah, the heckles are coming from inside the house suddenly. What's going on here?
Yeah, so we're a character show. You're going to see a bunch of characters tonight. You might be watching, wondering, well, when the hell are they going to stop talking, and is that going to happen? And we can say probably right now.
Probably right now.
Let's kick it off.
Character out.
Now let's keep in mind we're very close to All Hallows Eve, so I have a feeling that many of tonight's characters will reflect what a spooky season we've entered right now.
Spooky Halloween. Well, this first one, if you've been with us for a while now, might seem vaguely familiar.
Wow.
I don't know, like a shadow from the past, like a nightmare long gone.
Yes. Like a nightshade come back to haunt us on this very night. That's the positive way of saying, please welcome to the Rectangle's celebrated horror author, Drago Mortis. Woo!
Hello. I am Drago Mortis, author of the 23-novel, best-selling horror anthology, Death Blimp. The story of an evil dirigible airship that gains sentience and terrorizes a small Massachusetts hamlet, killing indiscriminately, but mostly white women. I have written over 96 novels using only my trusty typewriter, more quaaludes than are way too many quaaludes, and a thesaurus that I use just to look up synonyms of the word stab. I am excited to announce the release of my newest novel and first ever foray into romance with Sex Attack. It is time to close the book on terror and open the book on love. I would like to read a short passage where our main character greets her first lover. Try not to get too hot and bothered. Ashley felt a cold shiver run down her vagina. Dr. Lacerate was as sexy as he was covered in scars. He didn't blink, ever, and she liked that. She was sick of dating men who were nice. They always died. Crazy about that blimp, Dr. Lacerate growled. I'm glad you're okay, considering how white and a woman you are. Hey, she said, lighting a cigarette. Shut up. Their lips pummeled each other again and again as she shattered off her bra and the doctor hacked his tongue across her nipples. It caused her moans to spill out all over the floor. There was no way he could stitch those moans back up. They were lethal. She was as good as orgasmed. His penis filled up with blood. So much blood. Twice as much blood as penis. And as he bludgeoned her breasts, Ashley tore open her legs and decapitated his member all up in her guts. He gave a sensual, ear-piercing shriek. You're coming me! You're coming me! You're coming me! The semen hemorrhaged out of his battered organ, forming a gaunt whitish-gray pool of viscera on the bed. The deed was done. Well, she said, lighting a cigarette, I guess what they say about doctors is... But before she could finish that sentence, Blimp 2, son of Blimp, burst through her bay window and crushed them both to death. It does not think, it does not feel, it only kills. This book is dedicated to my wife. I couldn't have accomplished nearly what I have if it wasn't for her mostly ignoring me.
Eric Feurer, everybody. Wow, what a quick change out of that character.
Wow, can you believe it?
The hair was doing so much.
It's fine. It's Daddy. It's not the character. It's me. Crazy.
Yes, great bedtime story for future children.
It's true. That's partially inspired by Stephen King, who apparently was on Quaaludes for the majority of his writing career, if you can believe it.
I believe he vacillated between Quaaludes and cocaine, which is an intense thing to do on both ends of your creative schedule.
It's true. It's the old breakfast dinner combo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's really nice. Excuse me.
Beautiful. Still in character. The burp confetti, as always. Eric, that piece fits into sort of the continuum of your work in the bird versus sex scale.
Yeah, so on Sunday I did a bird, so today I have to do a scary sex piece. Michelle, I don't know if you've heard, this has been a running thing, is somebody commented a couple months ago in the comments, why does Eric do so many pieces about why sex is scary? Mm. And
was it like your therapist in the comments?
That's what is freaking, like, I was floored. I haven't been able to sleep since then.
Oh,
therapy.
Someone said to me recently, Sarah, you do a lot of objects which have no gender. Have you ever thought you might be non-binary? And I was like, let me think about it.
Oh my god.
Well, are you? Go ahead
We're
and
being
stand up
verified.
and-
I mean, crowdsourcing
Fair.
therapy is just as healthy as going to a therapist, I believe.
I think so for sure.
Right?
I mean, TikTok is has a bunch of 15-year-olds that can tell you all sorts of things about why you're feeling the way you feel. It's pretty amazing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
On TikTok.
This is helpful for me because I feel like all my characters are just huge bitches.
Okay.
Well, let me tell you,
Mean.
there's not much to discuss there. I don't know. That's really weird.
I'm gonna have to bring this up.
Let's see what the comments say. Let's see how the comments diagnose. So please, any licensed therapists in the comments, which there are many, let us know how we are thinking. That's the perhaps most foolish thing we could ever ask a group of commenters to do for us. But let's shout out one comment from Stevie. Important for those not at the live show on Sunday. They accidentally said, "Welcome to the Rectangles" multiple times.
We were way too used to this Zoom thing. It's because we were cheating on y'all with a stage show. This is what we really like to do. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. I was gonna say our brains have been pickled in the last 2 years, and now we can't tell the difference between reality and the internet.
I think we called our lover our spouse's name. Is what happened. You know.
That's exactly what happened. Wait, hold on. We didn't. I know we have to move on with the show, but we didn't get Justin. What's the running theme in your characters?
Oh my! I think random psychopaths who just who list things. There it is.
Who hide behind family.
Who hide behind family
Really
and
want to kill.
and list nonsense. Yes, I think that's seeking order. And the only place I can find order is in my characters in a world of chaos, in a life of chaos.
Gee, okay, we're good. You're fine, dude. You could.
Oh! Stop talking about it.
We got it.
Okay. No, I'm just saying, like in a hurricane, you think the eye is a safe place, but in fact, the swirling storm is where you feel the most comfortable.
Okay. How about we move on to our next character? What do you say, everybody?
Should we? I think so.
Oh, sorry, I'm in character right now. What are you guys? I'm lost. I don't know what's happening here.
Good.
You're vulnerable. Cut.
Yeah. No. I'm really excited for this next character because sometimes the descriptions of stuff is like, wow, this is really heavy, or this is going to take a lot of explanation, or I can't wait to figure out the backstory for this. Sometimes we welcome to the Rectangle a cool horse.
Woo!
The fuck you looking at? Oh, you here for the birthday party, huh? Well, saddle up, Lisa's dad, because you just got paired with me and the baddest horse on the trail. Yeah, ask anyone around here. They'll tell you I'm the cool horse, you know. Sugar plum, fluffy spaghetti, you know. Don't ask that stable owner, Renee. She's gonna tell you I'm a hoofful. No, sorry, a handful. Well, you know, she's the one who named me Lucifer's tit. So what if I like to live up to the name, huh? So what, Lisa's dad, you gonna get on, or because honestly I was thinking about skipping this trail ride. I got a patch of grass no one knows about. You down to party, or I was going for it. Okay, all right, leg up, there you go. All right, Lisa's dead. You know, I am impressed. You know, most people, they don't like to trot on the wild side. They can get a little intimidated when they hear that my sire's cousin got a callback to be a Budweiser Clydesdale. But now you just jumped right on. Let's fuck the shit out of this trail ride, huh? Woo! Yeah, I never really fit in here. A happy trail rides, kids under 3 ride free. For instance, right now I'm supposed to have my nose in Sugar Plum's butt, but I like to sniff at the brush on either side of the path, you know, because that's just the kind of horse I am. I peed here last week. Didn't even care. Oh shit! Is she looking at me? She's still looking at me? What do you mean, who? That smoking hot pony over there that your daughter is riding. Yeah, the one with the juicy fetlocks, you know? Yeah, well, that's Pancake, you know. She's into me, but it would never work out, you know, because I just can't be tied down. I mean, yes, I am spend most of my day physically tied down. Yeah, but I mean, you know, it'd be fun, Lisa's dad. What if we raced? You know? Yeah, come on, let's race. Let's show Pancake how fast we can canter, huh? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Lisa's dad. Did you just pull on the reins and say, "Whoa"? What are you now, fucking cop? You know, just for that, I'm gonna buck. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking buck, all right? So the ass goes up, then my front, and then your face hits the ground. Here we go. Ta-da! You fell. Oh, go ahead. Call for Renee, you fucking narc. I have had it. You know, I got to get out of this line, man. You know, I'm going to put this whole 2-bit stable behind me. I'm going to find a field that is just really big. You know? It's so big. It's really, you know, like big, you know. And Lisa's dad, you will not on me or something? You got an apple? I don't care, but you know, is it an apple? Oh, no, I don't want it. But if you're gonna offer it to me like that, you know, palm open and flat. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I guess we'll have it. Yeah, go ahead. Okay. Oh, Lisa's dad. You son of a bitch. You get me, man. You fucking get me. Come on, get right on. Let's finish this shit. Let's do it, man. Oh, wait, can I bum a carrot?
Yeah.
Very good.
Christina Grosbeak, everybody.
Very fun. Featuring the hand and arm of who?
That's my partner Michael, who has now left the room completely.
Nice.
He's like, "Can I go now?"
That's a true professional does their job and gets back to a safe place. Amazing. I feel like you've spent a lot of time around horses, Christina. That felt very accurate.
Oh, I mean, not in like 15 years, but when I was a kid, I was a horse girl.
There it is. Well, I think horses haven't changed too much in the last 15 to 250 years. So they are operating in the same world, I think.
Yeah, super consistent. You know, not a lot of innovation there.
Mm-hmm.
You wonder if the horse is going to step up. Change your shoes. Come on, guys.
Come on.
When you say you were a horse girl, were you like, did you take riding lessons and shit like that?
I read the books and then I started taking riding lessons. Yeah. So I went pretty far. I started, you know, like I started doing like some little jumpy shows.
Wow.
Whoa. Dressage.
Jumpy
shows. You know, but at some point it's like, I don't know, maybe not for everybody, but for a lot of maybe us who find ourselves doing characters now, you gave everything up to do high school theater. Give it all of your time.
That's true. Gave up the horses. Now, when you say you read the books, what do you mean? What does that mean? Is there like tell-all?
Oh, it's like there's like, if you can imagine a Babysitter's Club for horses, there's thousands of series, you know, like Misty of Chincoteague, you know, just like all these horses, and they're all about girls finding, you know, wild horses and just having an unbelievable bond.
Yeah.
I love the idea that the only way you get into horses is by reading like fiction. Like you read Black Beauty and you're like, I think I get this. Jump on the horse and like feel it, and then you're good to go.
Yeah, you don't need to know anything else.
I read a lot of, my sister had a lot of those kinds of books, and I have a soft spot for Mercedes Lackey novels now. I don't know if you know who that is. But
Yes, those are kind of awesome, like fantastical too.
yes, she writes a series about people with its ultra super smart horse companions that bond with you for life. High fantasy adventures, and I have an embarrassing amount of those on my shelf.
Okay, yes.
Oh my God, a meeting of the minds right now.
This is beautiful. Hit the gong. We've learned another weird fact about air.
Fact about air. The air.
There it is.
Hey.
The celebration begins.
Christina, do you have thoughts on? We were talking a little bit about dressage. Have you seen the folks that do the dressage without the horses? You seen those competitions?
Yes, I have. That's so silly.
That's the kindest way to say that. Have you also?
I don't want it, if it makes you happy, but like it's very silly.
Describe this for us.
Well, dressage is when they they make the horse basically dance. Like they don't get to move like a horse; they have to move like this.
Like a person or a series of people.
Basically, yes, it's very contained. And
yes.
But then there's another thing where people pretend to be horses doing dressage. So they're just humans with a little riding helmet, like prancing around, doing exactly what I'm doing right now.
And it's like competitions of it. Yes.
How do you judge that? That's
I
so
don't know.
like, this one was slightly less humiliating than
True. Or like, wow, I almost thought that was a horse out there. Great work, human.
Oh man.
Missing.
I just want to be at like whatever event they have booked, wherever their cafeteria is. I want to sit at that table and eat with all those people and just see what they talk about.
Well, they set up even little jumps for them. So they go around and then they they walk over the jump.
Maybe when they eat, they get hands.
Do they eat out of their hands? Yeah, they're gonna get it.
Maybe. Ooh, I don't know. That's true.
I've never heard of a sport more designed for rich ants than that. Who've lost touch with reality to the point where they're like, "This is what I do now." They're collecting tiny spoons.
Christina, do you have anything to promote? You got any shows coming up?
I just worked on a show that just came out on Netflix called Adventure Beast. So give me that a watch and give me another job, please.
Please. Adventure Beast, you said, yes?
Yeah.
Very cool. Everybody watch Adventure Beast. And thank you so much, Christina, for being here. That was so much fun. That was
bye,
super
guys.
fun.
Yeah.
Fantastic. We'll see you. That was great.
Yeah.
So fun. That was real. I mean, we were just making fun of the idea of impersonating a horse, but that was a good horse impersonation. The tossing of the mane was real.
It's really good. They had like very good like facial expressions. I really liked it. It was very good.
Really good. And if you enjoyed that as well, please hit us up at our Characters Welcome Business Venmo. Throw some cash. This is a free show, but we request politely to give us a donation. Because the money goes straight to the performers to keep those beautiful backdrops flowing. That horse mane glued to Christina's head, and it was glued, it is not free. And we need to pay for both the horse hair and the glue and the haircut that will then go to fix the glue.
I just realized something horrible, Justin. And
please.
Christina, if you're in the chat and could tell us, please, what kind of apple that was. That is
no!
Oh my God!
Important to the brand to know what kind of apple that was.
Yeah, because we don't see a lot of apples on this show. We talk about them, but to have an apple presented to us, I know for a fact it wasn't a Granny Smith. I know that for a fact.
No, we know that.
That's a distinctive apple. That's a formal apple. That's an apple that comes dressed up and ready to play. Then your Honeycrisp that disguises itself.
And Granny Smith apple is like an apple that is seasick.
It's a red apple that's turned green.
Yeah.
No, that's an apple that's full of the lifeblood of plants. It's green and vibrant, not the devil's apple, the Honeycrisp that has fallen and is blushing. It's so embarrassed for it.
Lady Stardust, good comment. It definitely wasn't a Red Delicious either, because Red Delicious, they look like big red teeth. They look like they're shaped like teeth, like big molars. And so it definitely wasn't that either.
They taste like teeth.
Gross. Horrible.
My money's on Fuji.
Yeah, I bet you it was a Fuji.
Wise.
That's a good call.
Fuji
Gala. It was a gala.
It was a gala apple. Wow.
That's good. Michelle, we're gonna have to ask you to leave the stream.
I tried.
You can't mess up like that in the middle of an apple clash. Oh, what are you talking about?
God. Hey, how about we throw to our next character? What do you say?
I say we do.
I'm excited for this one. This is a spooky Halloween.
Ooh, so scary.
Character. Brace yourselves, folks. Lock your doors and welcome to the Rectangles, a vampire.
Yes.
Schönes Mädchen, komm doch noch rüber. Schönes Mädchen, lass mich nie wieder. Komm.
Greetings, fellow vampires, and welcome to our yearly gathering in the caves. Before we get started, I just want to address the elephant in the room. Yes, I, Bellaria Toya Imperia, eldest vampire and leader of the undead, am currently stuck as a bat. But though I cannot turn back into my human form at the moment, I wish to move forward with the meeting as planned. Okay. First order of business, the protection of our kind. Yes, Lestat, you have a question. Why am I stuck as a teeny tiny bat? Okay, first off, it's not my fault that I turned into a bumblebee bat, the smallest of any bat species. Secondly, I was cursed by a witch, and I don't really want to get into it. Now, it has come to my attention that some of you have been partaking in risky behavior. Behavior that could expose every single one. Okay, who threw this up here? Who threw this up? All right, let me see what the hell is this. Oh, okay, wow, yeah, okay, very funny, I see. Okay, it's tiny little coffin, okay, because I am small bat, all right? This is so tiny. I am 3,000 years old. Do you really think something like this would upset me? Now, let's skip to the ceremonial feeding, where we pay our respects to our ancestors by draining a human sacrifice. As leader, I will drink first. Ow! God! Fucking damn it! I hit a stalactite. I cannot see for shit as a bat. All right, hold on. I have to echolocate my way over there. It is not cute. It is terrifying. Ah, there you are. Beautiful woman, so warm. Now, prepare to be drained. Okay. I did it. I drank her blood. Why is there no blood on my mouth, Akasha? Okay, fine. My teeth will not penetrate her skin, okay? Is that what you want me to say? My teeth are fighting tiny little soft insects. God, I could go for like 1,200 mosquitoes right now. You dare challenge my rule, Kaspar? You do know what happens if you lose in a duel against your leader. Very well. We shall fight to the death. Psych! Batashia! I cast a spell on you with a witch's wand. Now you are stuck as a bat too. Hey, how come you get to be a vampire bat? That's not fair. You're so big. All right, fine. I surrender. If anyone needs me, I'll be over there crying upside down.
Yeah, very good.
Yes. Sarah Smallwood Parsons, everybody. Well, it's funny you say that, Carly, in the comments. Eric and Sarah are two ends of the echolocation spectrum.
Yes.
Can we hear? Because Eric has a character, a Batman, that also uses echolocation. Can we hear them both back to back?
I did make sure not to copy. Go ahead.
Mine first.
So mine first is.
And mine is. So it is true.
Michelle, as the sort of newest rectangle here, can you weigh in on the differences here between those echolocations? Is one stick out to you as perhaps grosser or less good to hear? Somehow too much tongue, perhaps.
You know what? I would describe it as sort of yin and yang dynamic. They sort of complete each other. You know, one's sort of a more feminine energy, one's more masculine. They balance each other out.
Are you a politician? Because you have
one is sun, one is
so
moon.
well.
Very good.
I already fucked up once this episode. I gotta keep it light.
Test passed. What were you gonna say, Eric?
Well, no, I was just gonna say only one of them uses an excessive amount of tongue, and I think that should count towards the decision-making process. But that's neither here nor there. Justin, what would your echolocation sound like if you really just off the dome needed to produce it right now, this very second?
If I had to do it, I would go more like scream.
That's good, Michelle. There's no wrong answers, but there's so many wrong answers. What would you do?
Honk.
Horrible.
I like that's the bat that's just like, listen, I've been around here for a long time. Honk, honk. I'm coming through. Get out of my way.
That's a goose pretending to be a bat, is what that is.
Yeah, it's like the ugly duckling.
Sorry, Carly in the chat says only one has a gift set on Tumblr. Are you saying that? Are there a series of gifts of me on Tumblr? If there are,
you don't know.
I need to know about them. So please produce said documents.
Are teens posting Eric?
There are teens posting some Eric content. I did see something about me on Tumblr the other day comparing me to the freaking McElroy brothers. If y'all know the McElroy brothers.
Yes.
If not, this doesn't matter. If not, this doesn't matter at all. But there you go.
That sounds like the McElroy brothers sounds like a folktale, like Johnny Appleseed.
Carly just said in the Eric Feurer tag, which is a huge mistake to let me know that there's a tag of me on Tumblr. I don't like that.
Dangerous to open that up.
No! Oh, boy. Well, I know what I'm going to do immediately after this show. But in the meantime, why don't we open ourselves up to our next guest? What do you think?
Yes, let's open ourselves to it. Let's expose ourselves to the next character.
Please. Who wants to introduce?
I'll handle this one because this one it feels very. I like the way it feels. There's a lot of emotion here. So please welcome out to the rectangles a possessed teen who writes in her diary.
Whoa!
Dear Diary, it's me, Lilith again. But I guess you already knew that. So today was mostly boring. I had a math test, which I guess went okay. The cafeteria had soggy chicken nuggets again. Oh, and that girl Madison was being a huge bitch, so I used the satanic force within me to make blood flow from her eyes. Oh, being a possessed teenager is so hard. Anyway, after that, people really left me alone. I had PE, which always blows. But diary, you'll never guess what happened between 5th and 6th periods. I was coming out of the bathroom after making sure the circles under my eyes were dark enough. And Jaden said that he loved my combat boots. How sweet is that? I think I'm really starting to have feelings for him. Should I invite him to the sacrificial fire? I am so nervous. Too bad it said fire. I'm going to have to sacrifice his entire family to appease Beelzebub, our dark prince of the devils. Having a crush is seriously cringe. On one hand, Jaden is so cute and nice. On the other, we're just from two different worlds. He's the star quarterback, and I'm the possessed girl whose sole fealty is to the Antichrist. Ugh. My absolute ass of a stepdad is trying to get me to see the priest again. He just doesn't understand me. Watching that cursed Blu-ray 2 years ago was seriously the dopest thing that has happened to me. And my stepdad just can't see that. It's like, I'm not a little girl anymore. I'm a vessel for a demonic entity. But yeah, being a teenage girl is seriously so hard. We have to deal with our bodies spewing blood 3 weeks out of every month. There's all this sudden and unforeseen bile. And our school dress code is super sexist. Hold on. Sangres bebidas, ave versus Christus.
No!
Whoa. Woo. But you know what? Diary? Tomorrow is a new day, and we get another shot at it all. Yes, another shot to serve the underworld until I've earned my ticket there. I will see you soon, my Dark Lord. Fuck! Did I just get my period?
Hey! Katie Malatesi, everybody!
Katie
Wow.
Malatesi.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that voice changer.
So
Really,
cool.
really good.
I'm obsessed.
Thank you. Spirit Halloween pro tip.
Absolutely.
Whoa.
Do
That's
we
awesome.
want to know what was in your mouth and came out of your mouth?
It was bile. It is oatmeal, and I did have a bunch of food coloring. I don't know if you can see that.
Oh, we can see it.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Yeah.
In case you wanted to. Yeah. Black oatmeal. It was pretty good.
Ugh.
I love an overnight black oatmeal. Really
Yes,
good.
you've got to do the overnight. It just becomes so much richer that way. Mhm.
Oh, so good. So good.
This is great. Do you have a real diary from when you were growing up?
Oh gosh, yes, so many. Speaking of cringy, horrible diaries. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to revisit them.
Do you still own them? Do you still have them?
I don't. Those do exist somewhere in my parents' house, yes, but I don't still. I don't have them with me.
It's just scary knowing that they exist, though. They're out there.
I know. I've got to find them and burn them or something.
Mhm.
I mean, the thought of going back and reading, because we used to do that as well, and like definitely was like, I'm gonna write a poem here. I can't imagine reading that again and being like, that's something I thought. Yes.
No.
Honey.
Sarah, just pick a random entry from a
Yeah.
random page. And let's do it.
Bring that.
Oh my gosh,
heat.
you have all of them.
I have not read these.
I used to play a lot of MASH in my diaries. It was really sad.
Sarah's gonna pick a random page from random one, and it's gonna be like it's gonna prove that you're non-binary.
Okay, ready? Okay, yesterday. Okay, so this is February 6, 2000.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Yesterday, spelled with a U, Rachel slept over at my house. We played dress-ups and ate ice cream, played Upward, don't know what that is, watched the movie Grease, and played Racco till 12 p.m. We put the
Whoa.
couches that are downstairs together and slept there. Queer?
You're gay.
Yeah.
You're gay.
I wouldn't use the word slept exactly.
Okay. This is heating up.
Wait.
Up.
Because we stayed up till 2:15. Rachel had a stomachache this morning from the couch, and I was drowsy. P.S. Purple, blue, yellow, green, and violet are my favorite colors. Sarah, I bet you're thinking, that's a lot.
Rachel had a stomach ache from the couch.
I don't know.
That's very funny. Shouts to you for reading a random journal entry. That is
Thank
terrifying. And
Yeah.
I love the way you just love all colors. All
I
my
do,
favorites.
I just love all the colors of the rainbow.
Wow. Amazing. Really amazing.
That was beautiful.
Katie, are we seeing perhaps a preview of your Halloween costume?
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense. I hadn't thought about it, but yes. Thank you.
Honestly, when we first cut to you to start your character and you were just standing still like that, I was like, oh, there's a chill in the air here over in this warm little kitchen. So
Oh, thank you.
yeah.
Really good.
Yeah.
Do you have anything you want to promote? Do you have any shows coming up or anything?
No, but always open.
That's the right answer. That's
Good
a real
answer.
plug. That's a real plug right there.
Yeah.
Katie, thank you so much for being here. We'll see you.
Thank you, everybody.
Later.
Oh
my
boy,
God.
Michelle, do you have your diaries from back in the day? Did you write in diaries back in the day?
I would always buy, I'm a Gemini, so I would always buy a new notebook and be like, this is my new personality. And then I would write like 2 entries and then give up. So all the diaries at my parents' house are like literally 2 pages of like me
Nothing.
of me talking about like boys and then nothing.
That's so funny. Like the first one's like super in depth, and the second one's like sort of half-assed, and you're like, "Fuck this! I'm not doing this anymore."
No, thank you.
Fully, yeah.
I know.
'Cause I
I
just
Very
wanted to
funny.
be somebody who wrote in a diary and not
100%.
and like not actually write in a diary. I didn't want to put in the effort.
I'm complicated. Look how I write down my thoughts, and you're like, I actually just like to say my thoughts to my friends and parents.
Yeah, I just like wanted to be Moesha, but like wasn't as smart as Moesha.
Wow.
Oh boy, I know. I didn't write in diaries, but I do have a Zanga account that chronicles my middle school years. And
What's Zanga?
Zanga was like before MySpace. It was a private blog where you could write all your thoughts into, and it's on the internet somewhere, which is even scarier.
I actually think that it's under the hashtag Eric Feurer Tumblr. I think
Yeah.
but speaking of that, Jorge, do we have anything from the Eric Feurer hashtag on Tumblr?
Oh, please.
Wow.
We got true
There it
transcripts and a kid. What a
Nice.
dream.
There it is.
Okay, there's some more Eric content. Wow.
What's the Venn diagram? That's the one I'm curious about.
That
Stop.
is
Start juggling.
that's me. That's John Mulaney, a McElroy brother, and I think Brian David Gilbert is they're all like cringe comedians. Like that's definitely I'm definitely the circle of that.
Wow, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. over
Wow.
here.
Look at
300
that.
notes. It's got 300 notes. Good Lord. Oh look,
Oh,
Brendan Lee
God.
Mulligan's.
Oh my God.
How deep into the Eric heads do we want to go here?
We're good on this. We're good. His legs are the only thing that brings me comfort. No.
The most shocking thing is that there's like people have pulled so much nuance out of like a white man's appearance.
It's my personality. It's my personality. You know?
What?
Yes. Oh,
Dude.
no. The most dangerous takeaway.
Yeah, Michelle's like, what if a piece of bread and a piece of pudding and
Piece of pudding.
what if you combined those? Oh,
A little
boy.
piece of pudding.
Um,
That's very cool.
People make another nondescript person.
that's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
Wow. Michelle coming hard.
Eric, I see you as a mentor.
a very nondescript mentor that I wouldn't be able to pick out of a crowd, but definitely a mentor nonetheless.
A mentor nonetheless. Very fun.
God damn.
Ugh.
Okay, we're having a grand old time here. I think we should move on to our next character.
I
Yes.
think we should do. I'm very excited. This character really intrigues me. I'm excited to learn. Please welcome your next character, a lesser known monster.
Schon schönes Mädchen, komm doch noch rüber. Schönes Mädchen, lass mich nie wieder. Komm schon, schönes Mädchen, komm doch mal her. Schönes Mädchen.
Darkness is gathering on as All Hallows Eve approaches, and all the most terrifying monsters are emerging from their hidey holes to come and wreak havoc on humanity. Well, there are also some less well-known monsters who sort of just fuck around, sleep, lay down, and are just sort of lame. Well, for instance, you're familiar with the Headless Horseman, a ghoulish spirit that dragged a school teacher straight to hell. Very cool. Well, I am the Horseless Headman.
No.
A head that is allergic to horses, so I keep my distance and haunt the urinal of a truck stop outside of Scranton, Pennsylvania. Men pee in my ghostly mouth, and I just drink it technically. Whoa, pretty scary. Are you familiar with the Mummy? An ancient Egyptian pharaoh buried with his wealth and servants, whose undead body walks the earth wrapped in rags, hunting for fresh souls? Well, are you also familiar with the middle-class mummy? It's just a regular-ass guy from the suburbs who was buried with his angsty, shithead teen kids, whose undead body walks the earth wrapped in flannel, hunting canned beer and a refurbished basement. Quite scary. You all know about Frankenstein, a monster built from sewn-together corpses who only wants to be accepted by man. Well, beware of an even worse monster, the guy at a party who still says Frankenstein was the doctor's name. This maniac hangs out by the hummus, and his opinions are built from sewn-together takes he heard on podcasts. All he wants is to be accepted by 100 followers on Twitter. So scary. See, you only hear about the big deal monsters, but have you ever heard about the lame-ass ghosts that are out there? Like, think about all the mice you've killed in your apartment. Well, their ghosts are just all over the place, aren't they? And don't get me started on mosquito ghosts. Yikes, they're everywhere. Are there vegetable ghosts? Because every salad you eat is like a fucked up graveyard of produce. Now everyone is familiar with the scourge of the zombie, a horde of wandering corpses trying desperately to eat your brains. Sure, that's going to give you nightmares. But have you ever encountered people? Like regular people? A whole lot of wandering alive people who are just always asking you for shit? Like, do this work, upload this document. Would you mind covering me for drinks and I'll just Venmo you? That is who is truly eating our brains. The most scary thing of all.
Justin, Tyler, everyone, once again bringing us a list.
That was a less formal list. That one was not, hey, let me test these things.
That was great. And there's a kitty here. We're all loving. What's in your eyes and face this time, Justin?
Yeah, what's all over your face?
Oh, it's just whole wheat flour.
Whole wheat flour.
The flour that tastes bad and I accidentally bought at Wegmans.
Whole wheat flour is actually, you guys couldn't see, but that was also in the Venn diagram of people that look like it. I can believe it.
That's the recipe for an Eric.
Yeah. Oh, what a dream. The horseless head man. What was his deal? He drinks piss?
Yeah. He's allergic to horses and drinks piss. Technically.
Here, you guys want to ring the gong again? You guys want to ring the weird things about Eric gong again?
Yes.
I didn't know.
Gong.
I didn't know that piss was hot until about 4 years ago. I didn't know it was hot.
What?
It's like warm.
Why, you never touched your piss?
I had never touched my piss. I pissed into a bottle a couple years ago because I had to, and the bottle
Yeah.
like heated up, and I was like, "Why is this?"
Have you ever
bottle
pissed in a
so
pool?
hot?
I-
No.
You've never peed in a pool?
Ever? You're a liar.
This is, well, keep in mind, Sarah, this is a man who takes a bath in like an inch of water. So of course.
true.
That would double
That's
the.
my fault.
the height
I
of my
forgot. He's
water.
never been in a pool. He's never been in more than an inch of water.
Never
Well, I hate
stood
those-
submerged.
Yeah. No. Yeah, it was just like it. I think that piss isn't warm. It's like it's
Wait.
hot.
Remember when we found out though that I thought dicks were hard when they peed?
When did you think that?
This is Sarah. Don't
was like,
chase.
I see the logic. I see the logic.
Right?
Yeah.
You thought
Bring them out.
you thought dicks were hard when they
Just the
peed?
water pressure would make them hard.
Let me
Yeah.
tell you, the only time you can't piss is when you're dick is hard, if you can
Yeah,
believe
the
it.
That makes
opposite
no
is
sense.
true.
Yeah.
The water pressure makes it hard. I don't know what amount of water pressure you think we're banging out here,
Holy
but it's not
shit.
like a fire hose. Let's be honest.
And trying to piss like let me just say, since we're going all in on this, trying to piss like in the morning when you wake up with a boner is a circus act. It's
Here's the thing, we've
impossible.
gone too far. The thing is that we've gone too far.
What? I
Yeah.
went too far?
Well,
So-
yes, Michelle, you go.
I have two follow-up questions. So you never pissed in a cup for like a urine sample for like a doctor,
I
Yeah.
don't know because
You famously don't go to the doctor.
doctor.
even when you were a kid?
I don't think I ever had to piss in a cup when I was a kid. Why would you have to piss in a cup as a child?
Right,
I
you're
definitely
in-
have a thorough pediatrician. Like
Yeah.
I
For
had-
health,
I
to
had
test your body for
medium-
health.
I had medium bad parents that were worried about
me and
murdering each other over the court of
Yeah.
law, and so
I
I
see.
didn't go to the doctor very often.
You're pissed
And
and you get
never-
enough attention.
And
Yeah.
never forget, son, piss isn't hot. It's just lukewarm. Never feel your own piss.
Yeah,
And
do you
the
mean your
cat's
piss
in
is
the
like burning
cradle.
hot? If your piss is like hot, something might be wrong.
It was hot.
Yeah.
I pissed into a bottle and it was hot, and I was like,
well, that was
what
my
is-
second question: is what had you pissing in a bottle?
Yeah, why
I
did you
had
get
to piss
hot?
in a bottle. I think I was like drunk and in public, and I didn't want to piss out in drunk and in public, so I pissed into a bottle, and I was so confused.
I gotta say, Eric, it's very rare where you get sort of beat up on both sides of a statement. You're like, I don't know if piss was hot, and everyone's like, why were you pissing in a bottle? You're like, I don't know. I was.
I mean,
As we do.
I've pissed in a cup just because my roommate was taking too long to shower. Is that not?
Oh, that's hell! Oh my god!
Oh,
Ooh.
I feel like that would be hard.
Either the
That was-
carpet or a cup, and I'm going cup.
I
Don't
can't
knock the
believe.
shower.
I just can't believe you thought dicks were hard when.
It was a while ago. You didn't know pee was warm, you freak.
I'm so
And-
with you, Sarah. I totally get that. They
See?
fill up with fluid for other reasons, and they fill up with fluid
Hello?
when you're peeing.
And
you
this
didn't
has
know
been
what to do.
another horrifying look into what we think real stuff is. Let's return from this macabre Twilight Zone to reality.
Oh my god. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, we got to move on to the next character.
Let's
I think.
move on.
Fuck. This is wild. Okay. I don't know, folks, how you spent your summer. I certainly spent it pissing in hot bottles. But let's welcome out our next character, a camp counselor.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to morning meeting. Okay. Thank you guys for coming. Now, I just want to start off by saying that for lack of better wording, it has been a week. Okay. So start off by giving Linda a round of applause. She got almost all the blood out of those bed sheets. Let's give it up for Linda. Thank you, Linda. Thank you. Oh, come on. I know you guys can clap louder than that.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, now I know that Jason Voorhees took a lot of us out here at Camp Crystal Lake, but there is still a good
8 of us left, okay? And we will enjoy this last week of summer. As your camp counselor, I will make sure that happens. Just a few small changes, okay? Now, first up, we're going to talk about the Camp Crystal Lake Talent Show. Yes, Ron. Heck no, I'm not canceling the talent show. Why would I do that? We have worked way too hard not to let our talent shine, okay? Nothing will stop us. Not even this email I directly got from Jason this morning that says, if you have this talent show, I will kill every single one of you that's left. That reminds me, green cabin, you're going to have to be bunking with a yellow cabin for the rest of the week, as your cabin is now a temporary morgue. Moving on to the order of the talent show, that's where a few of those small changes are going to come in that I was talking about. We are going to have to cancel the Barber Quartet. Unfortunately, it's going to have to be a solo. I'm sorry, guys. Those harmonies were really tremendous. Or Dale, since he is the only one left. However, there is a potential for it to turn into a duet if the authorities find enough of Walter's body parts. Now, I do have high hopes, as they did find another toe this morning. So let's cross our fingers and toes that we get ahead. Okay? Okay. Lastly, for the talent show, we are going to have to move Jessica Connor's gymnastics routine to Uptown Funk. That's going to have to be last since she is still missing. There's some more time to show up. Hopefully alive. Okay, guys, now come on. Now quiet down. Clap once if you can hear me. Clap twice if you can hear me. Run for your life if you can see Jason Voorhees. Okay. Next up on the docket, we are going to talk about the annual Moonlit canoe trip. Now, again, we have a few of those small changes I was talking about. Now, each canoe is going to have its own police escort. We will all be together in one big canoe. That canoe will be on land. And come on. Now, I know it's different, but we are still going to have fun. You know what? I think we need to lift some camp morale here. I think let's do a rouse and round. A boom, chicka boom, okay? So repeat after me. I said a boom, chicka boom.
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 I said a boom, chicka rocka, chicka boom.
I said a
boom, chicka rocka, chicka boom.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
One more time.
One more time.
Janitor style.
Janitor.
I said a broom to the broom.
I said a broom to the broom.
I said a broom to the broom.
I said
a broom to the broom.
I said a broom to the mopper to the mopper to the broom.
I said
I
a
said a
broom
broom
to the
mopper to the mopper to the broom.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
One more time.
One more time.
Jason style. I said
Jason style. Oh my God.
Okay, next on the docket. Later today, unfortunately, we are going to have to move to the courtyard for lunch as there is a terrible termite infestation. And, they're going to be spraying when we are supposed to eat lunch there, so it's not safe for us. Also, it's piled with dead bodies. Okay, you know what? We just need to move on from this, okay? Camp Crystal Lake is an award-winning summer camp, okay? Yes, the three-legged race this year will have 3 people on each team because most of us lost a leg. And yes, we will be using blood for finger painting and arts and crafts because there is just so much blood. And yes, we won't have any more s'mores at campfire circle time because Jason ate all the marshmallows. But you know what? We will come back from this, okay? Camp Crystal Lake is not going anywhere. In fact, you know what I've been doing my summer? I've been planning for next summer, okay? Using all my free time for that, even during lifeguard duty, okay? Even a couple years ago, there was a little incident where I wasn't paying attention to the kids when they were swimming during lifeguard duty, and there's an angry mother got involved. It was a whole thing. That is to say that Camp Crystal Lake is here to stay. Okay, so everybody get out there and enjoy this bright, sunny Friday the 13th.
Yes. Wow.
Everybody.
Yes, Eric.
So fun.
All right, let's talk friggin' liquids. What's
Very sticky. Chocolate syrup, red food coloring. I didn't have any glycerin, so it's just like water.
Great.
It's looking good. It's working.
My favorite thing is that your nose, since you put sunscreen on your nose, it's picking up the green screen.
a little bit of it.
Excellent.
Do we think we stained that wonderful succulent shirt? Because I am obsessed with it.
Probably. But I've gotten blood on it before. I did this again last week with I had blood capsules, but I stupidly used all of them and ran out. So
well, let me say the blood was on your face. It was so fast. That was a really quick.
Yeah.
You can't see it. There's a little bowl down here, so I just dived and scooped and
I have to call out Michelle. What you typed in the private chat is blood warm.
Nobody knows.
Damn, Michelle's a freaking roast master. Michelle's a regular fucking Jeff Ross over here.
She's roasting you on. She's roasting you on the sly though, so you got to appreciate it.
Little private roast, yeah.
I think I'm gonna find myself shouting janitor style a lot in my regular life from here on out.
Did anyone else do that at camp? Because I sure did.
Yeah.
I have never heard of that before, and I love it.
It's good. Were you a camp? Are you a camp kid, Erica? Did you go to camps?
I did. I went to church camp.
Go on.
Growing up. However, I loved it because it was music camp. It was like church music camp. So I loved it for the singing and the dancing and all that.
Yeah.
All that shit.
That checks out.
And the cabins we stayed in were they were actual buildings because I'm not a tent person. So it was just enough cross between a little bit of glamping while being in nature.
Great.
Singing and dancing.
That's great. That's really, really fun. I've only gone to band camp.
Okay.
Which was really fun.
Right, that one time.
That one time.
That was such a dumb joke. I'm so sorry.
There it is.
Stupid.
And one time I got dragged to Catholic Heart Work Camp. Has anyone heard of this?
No.
Work camp. That's
literally
dicey.
Everyone look it up. Catholic Heart Work Camp. Look it up. They would take a bunch of children and during the morning we'd have a mass, and then for 8 or 9 hours we'd do manual labor, and then we would come home and do mass again. And then that was it.
That's
Eric, you're making a strong case for you to be our Forrest Gump, sort of our person who's experienced 500 things in their lives, each with a different intense episodic nature to them.
It's horrible. I mean, my character that's a youth pastor that's trying to connect to the youth, that's very much from my Catholic Heart Work Camp days.
Yes.
And that's what I thought you were going to say, Erica, but yours sounds much better because there was music.
It was a very, very short story. The canteen, you go and get candy every day. My parents would only give me put $5 in my account. But at the time, the little fruit Tootsie Rolls were a penny. So you would get 100 of them.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Keep them coming.
Oh yeah.
It was a life.
Absolutely.
A life.
Great lesson in economics right there.
Yeah. That sounds like so much fun. What a dream. Erica, you have anything to promote? You got anything coming up?
I got nothing.
Yeah.
Everything's kind of slowed down.
It's
the
holidays.
It's the holidays.
Yeah.
It'll pick back up. That's great.
Yeah.
God damn it, Janice said, so she's not going to wipe the blood from her face? Erica,
Wow.
could you please
I don't
share
have I'm wiping it off after, you know. I don't have a
No,
wipe.
leave it on. Prove Janice wrong and wear it all week long.
Never let it go.
Never.
Janice is the real roast master here.
That's true. Erica, thank you so much for being here. That character was fucking great. So much.
Super fun.
So amazing.
That was great.
Bye.
Very fun.
Love them.
God, so this is sad news. We're down to our final character, which means
Can you
that
believe?
after tonight, after about 7 minutes from now, there will be no more comedy.
No more comedy.
Absolutely no more jokes after this. Everybody put yourself to bed, put on a serious face.
Yeah.
No more laughs.
No more
Think
laughs.
think about all the stuff that you learned tonight about us, your hosts.
All the good stuff. Be sure to fill up that Tumblr. You know, give everybody a hashtag. Get that Justin Tyler hashtag going. Come on, everybody.
Absolutely.
We'd love to see it.
I will say, no one told me we were doing a horror theme tonight.
There's no horror theme.
Honestly, we didn't require it, but it did happen.
There was no thing. Yeah, there was a horse earlier.
There was no thing.
There was just a horse doing horse things.
It's a
earlier.
cool horse.
And actually, here, let me say, if I know what this character is, there is sort of a horror element to it. There's a terror aspect to it, I would
Wait.
say.
Did we not finish the joke of there being no more comedy? Or is there really no more comedy?
There's really no more comedy.
Wow.
There is no more. That's the joke is on us.
Wow.
There's more comedy next week at this very time slot. That's
Absolutely.
what we wait for. We
Absolutely.
anticipate.
That makes sense.
But for now, there's no more comedy.
For another
I ruined that joke.
Fuck, that's strike.
all.
Well, guys, it was great. The
I
one
ruined it because I haven't been here
No.
in 2 months and I don't know what's happening.
Oh, what a dream. Sean Keaton, what is this? I don't know. Some comedy, I guess.
Sean Keaton, welcome. Your profile pic is matching your comment in a way I could not have anticipated, unless you just posted that right now.
What is this?
What is this?
Let's welcome out our final character.
Let's
for the
do
night.
it.
Let's do it, folks. Yeah, who wants to introduce?
I want to. Please welcome our last character, a woman running a meeting.
Whoa!
Morning, team. Not sure if you saw his email, but Dave is out. So he actually asked me to lead the sourcing check-in today. So I hope that's okay.
It's not okay. Everyone's already confused as to why I'm an associate director. Now they have to take direction from me, a silly little worm woman.
Take a second to pull up the agenda.
I'm not ready for this. And they can tell. I have what? 5 years at this firm? And an MBA? And I think I'm qualified for this? The delusion.
First, why don't we go around and give some updates on Pipeline? Kyle, let's start with you.
He is boiling underneath that French tuck. Did you see the way his left eyebrow twitched 2 millimeters? God, this could have real implications. And then when I posted that Happy Friday Corgi gif in the Slack and my myopic ass gave it a thumbs up instead of the heart. He's hurting. And nothing bites harder than a wounded animal.
Great. Awesome work, Kyle.
When did I become so cold? Like a mother.
Like mother.
Appreciate you.
Oh, using your body to get what you want yet again. Why don't you go ahead and give him a lap dance while you're at it, you hussy?
Next, let's take a look at the postmort on last week's webinar. So we clearly didn't hit our engagement benchmark.
That's rich, coming from the lazy piece of shit who skipped their hit spin hybrid class on Sunday to volunteer.
But if you go to the next page, there are some clear takeaways to make sure we perform next time.
Let's hope they can't tell I only spent 4 hours prepping this.
Sadie?
Of course. Tale as old as time. There can only be one woman in charge, and she's making her move. And in a way, I'm sort of proud.
Of course, we have time for a question. Go ahead.
If only I had tried harder in high school. I could have seen this coming, and Sadie wouldn't be about to rip out my jugular and feed it to this pack of wolves.
That's a great point. That's a typo. But if you look at my summary at the top of the page, the answer is there, correct. So nice catch.
The jig is up. It's okay. I knew this day would come. It's time for Operation Failure. The go bag is under my desk. Get to LaGuardia, buy a one-way ticket to Budapest. Taylor from Study Abroad's friend will be there to get a new passport, and I can busk and hitchhike my way to the coast where there's no Wi-Fi, so I won't be able to worry about whether or not I use too many exclamation points on the appropriate boundaries memo. What's happening? Why are they getting up? To kill me?
Oh my God. You guys remember that it was my birthday. Oh my God. You're so nice. I can't believe this. You're all the best.
No. Do they like and respect me? Maybe I can do this. Maybe I deserve more than life as a pariah. Maybe I'm worthy of a middle-class management job. Of love.
How old am I turning?
Run.
Yes. Michelle Jan Bennett and
Michelle.
Michelle, that was the spookiest character of all.
100%. I feel like that was a huge terror element to it.
Yeah.
Right.
Spooky.
That was
That
very
was
good.
that was like a Twilight Zone piece. Right there.
And from the chat, we're getting some worm woman representation, which is huge. That was great.
Yes, sisters.
So fun. Yeah, that was great. That was so much fun. Really high quality recording.
Yeah.
I'm not sponsored by Blue Yeti microphone.
Wow.
Also, Jorge killed it with this tech use.
An angel from heaven above.
An angel from
It's
heaven.
true.
Oh!
Jorge, get your beautiful ass in here.
Get your beautiful ass in here.
Oh,
There it is.
Oh, my bad.
pull that back
Oh
up.
my God.
Whoops.
Had that locked
Pull that back
and
up.
loaded.
The
How many
classic
packs is
pick
that?
slip.
I'm seeing
sorry, what?
I'm seeing at least 18 packs there. There's a lot
Look,
of bumps.
I was peeing. You could tell.
Yeah.
Very hard. Very
you're
hard.
Being your hardest butt.
Very hard.
But it's so hard.
Those abs go all the way up. That looks like a moguls course.
I was stretching so hard, like my upper body.
Yeah, trying to fucking stay nice.
Good. Yeah, stick the
Good
landing
for you.
for an entire performance of Darling Nikki.
Real crocodile back on the front of this guy. Amazing.
It's alligator. I'm from Florida. How dare you?
Ah.
There you
Ow, kick your butt.
folks, that's our show. You learned a lot about boners and piss tonight, and so did we. We have a YouTube page. If you're not on it already, subscribe. We've got a bunch of new videos dropping from our Sunday show on it. We have a TikTok where a new video by Ken McGraw just dropped about 5 minutes ago. You can go check that bad boy out. And we'll see you here every Wednesday at 8 p.m. EST. And look out for our next live show. Yeah?
Come on back. We'll see you next week. This also shows in a 9th grade sex education class in the middle of Kansas. So congrats, students. You just learned so much today.
Really, really good. Maybe Sarah will gift us with more readings from her journal at some point. That would be the true testament.
Perhaps the kitty journal.
There's a lot of journal left in there.
If that was a reoccurring theme, we get some journal reads every week, I would.
I love it.
Michelle, thank you so much for hosting with us tonight.
Yes.
Thank you, Spencer Griffin and JFL for having us. And we'll see you all next week, yeah?
See you next week, guys. Come on back. Later.
Later, everybody.
Oh, Michelle. Now I see